Hey, Shalom, Akim. I want to say, Kal Alim La Yahweh Bashim Yashai. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom and salutation to all Akim out there pushing this word in sincerity and truth. Satan was hindering, being or letting these videos being uploaded and recorded. The previous software I was using wasn't, it stopped working, so wasn't able to record. But, Lord willing, with this new program that I got, it'll let me record and make these videos, basically I just want to get into a quick topic, and like a follow-up to the previous video that I had made to hate rising, because ultimately, us brothers, we should always be on edge, man, always. We should never be comfortable throughout our daily lives, man. Just the average nigga walking down, having average thoughts, like Apostle Gabar would say, we can't be like that, We can't be having these average thoughts, you got to be on edge, in this truth, and know that, at any moment, you're ready to fight or die, not just when you're out there in the camp. Okay. This is 2nd Esdras 16 and 40. 2nd Esdras 16 and 40. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So, right now we're preparing for the things that are about to come, And when you read this chapter, it's nothing but destruction and lamentations, man. World War III, and when all anarchy and hell breaks loose, man. So, right now we're preparing our minds for the things that are to come, because it's major, epic things are about to take place, major prophecies are about to be accomplished, and a lot of people are about to die, man. I'm going to read it again. All my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Which, a pilgrim is somebody who's constantly on the move, He doesn't really have a place to really call home. He's just constantly on the move. That's an example of a pilgrim, So in those days, we might be surviving like, in that movie, The Road. I forget the guy's main name, the main character, but we might be surviving like, the movie Book of Eli, like Denzel Washington, that movie, We're going to be surviving like that. But really right now, we should be having the mentality of a survivor, We really shouldn't be comfortable here in this place, man. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away. He that buyeth, as one that will lose. He that occupieth merchandise, as he that hath no profit by it. He that soweth, as if he should not reap. So also that he that planteth the vineyard, as he that shall not gather the grapes. He that marry, as they that shall get no children, and they that marry, not as the widowers. Which also, if you have a woman, or you get a woman or whatever, deal with her accordingly, But, remember at the end of the day that there is a cause at hand. Your main focus should really be into this truth, not a woman. Now, it's not the time to be, prospering with sons and daughters or whatever, That's in the kingdom. Jump here to Psalms 91. This is Psalms 91 and 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Which, when all this calamity breaks loose, the Most High is going to deliver us and guide us, man, through those things. It's going to be a judgment to the rest of the world, but to us, it's going to be as a test, okay? when all anarchy breaks loose. Psalms 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And the secret place of the Most High is talking about this truth. Okay, it's not talking about some Area 51, where only elites have access and special people have access to that. The secret place is talking about this truth. Verse 2, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power in whom I will trust. He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. So when all calamity breaks loose, man, the Most High is going to, take care of us, man. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Again, it's going to be a test to us, but judgment to these people. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. Which the angels of the Lord encampeth around about them that fear him. So, the secret place is talking about this truth, and ultimately the Most High is going to deliver us from all that, man. It's a test to us, but judgment to the rest. Okay? This is, from there I wanted to go to Sirach, chapter 39. Yeah, chapter 39, verse 30. Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 39:30. Teeth of wild, it's like y'all start at 29. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. So again, man, all these calamities are about to take place. They're judgment to these people, man. Okay, and a test to us, because we're going to be enduring all that. We still have to endure it to the end, even when people are dying, man. We can't just lose our cool. And that day, Most High is going to give us a real cold, a stone cold spirit, man. And you're going to need just that to be able to get by in those days, man. So many people are just going to die, Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. Again, this is judgment to these people, man. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. Which, let's not forget about the newly created creatures, man. Like scripture says are here, teeth of wild beasts. In that day, you might have a zoo that, just breaks out. A grenade might pop off and break the fence of a gorilla or something, man. Or a lion or something. A lion might just escape its way out, in the midst of chaos, So, Most High's going to put the spirit of vengeance on all those animals, man. And they're going to be killing a lot of people, man. And newly created creatures too. Let's not forget about that, like it tells you in Wisdom of Solomon. Therefore from the beginning I was resolved and thought upon these things, and have left them in writing. All the works of the Lord are good, and he will give every needful thing in due season, so that a man cannot say, this is worse than that, for in time they shall all be well approved. And therefore praise ye the Lord with the whole heart and mouth, and bless the name of the Lord. Which that's what we do. Which is why in the beginning of lessons we say Barak Atah Yahweh, Barak Atah Yahushai. Barak means bless, and Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahushai the name of the Son. So we bless the Most High. We bless the name of the Lord, which some niggas have a problem with that. They might partake in that destruction, man. They might get bitten by a snake or a serpent or some wild animal out there. Judgment is about to take place, man. I mean, race wars are coming, man. There's nothing to do. There's nothing Esau could do to stop that at this point, man. Racism is at all-time high right now, man. You know, like you had that dude George Ramos, like I made in my last video, you know, which he was a clown anyways, but you know, he was interviewing different people around the U.S. and, you know, going and interviewing KKK members, you know, and even these KKK members, man, they're joining together, man. They're making little leagues, man. You can find their ads on Craigslist, like, you know, like it's just another thing, you know. So, you know, and you know, I remember seeing one. My brother had sent it, you know, a little Craigslist ad or posting, you know, and it was basically a bunch of Edomites trying to gather up together, you know, talking about that you know, that these Latinos and you know, these blacks, you know, it's too many of them. They're, you know, they're teaming up against us white folks, you know. And so them Edomites, man, they're getting ready, man. Meanwhile, you niggas are playing games. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 16 and verse 70. Salakia. No, it's 16 and 74. Hear, O ye, my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. So like I said, man, the Most High is going to guide us through all those calamities. It's going to be a judgment to these people, but a test to us. Verse 76, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, which that's what we do. We keep the commandments and the precepts of the Most High. So the Most High is going to guide us, and we should walk with that confidence too. Okay. Saith the Lord power, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. You know, which if you go off, you know, just get back up on your feet, you know. But at the same time, don't be going off purposely. You know, like the scripture says, using grace as a cloak for maliciousness, man, or liberty as a cloak for maliciousness, you know. So in other words, you can't, you know, go off purposely, man. You know, you got your little bacon right there next to your pancakes, you know. You're talking about, you know, we're still in the flesh. Nah, man. The Most High's not dealing with that, man. You know. Likewise, you know, with any other commandment, you know, can't be, you know, you just can't be breaking, you know, the commandments like that. You got to keep the law to the best of your ability, and then not your iniquities lift up themselves. Verse 77, woe be unto them that are bound with sins and covered with their iniquities, like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, and no man may travel through. You know, which, you know, again, these people, they're going to catch it, man. Straight up, our family members too, man. You know what I'm saying? There's no respect of persons, man. You know, there really isn't. You can't, you know, if your mom, you got to have the mentality, if your mama goes out, then, hey, that's what it is, man. You know, if your father goes out, then, hey, that's what it is. You know, if they're not in this truth, then, hey, they're not a part of the body, then you know, they're out of there, man. The chances is they're not making it. Verse 78 is left undressed and is cast into the fire to be consumed therewith, which that's what's going to happen to a lot of these people, man. Ultimately, when I say people, I'm talking about the 2/3, all right? Because these other nations, there's no hope for them anyways, you know. So when I say these people, I'm talking about 2/3 of Israel. This is Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd part shall be left therein. You know, again, like I said, you know, these people, I'm talking about 2/3. And I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power. You know, which, you know, gold, that's how gold is purified. It's purified through the fire. Okay, no matter how much fire, the heat you put on gold, you know, it's not gonna it's not gonna burn into abyss. It's not gonna disappear, or the fire is not gonna consume the gold. Is what I'm trying to say. You know, so likewise us. This tribulation that we're catching, it's not to the elect. It's not gonna phase us. It's not. We're just gonna keep going over it. We're just gonna keep going. There's with the elect. Once we're connected to Yahweh Bashmi Shai, there's nothing that can separate us from him. Okay. But the fire, talking about the tribulation, which we're catching tribulation right now. Hell, sometimes Satan will just jump on your device, and you next thing you know, you can't upload any videos. You're looking for a new program or software to try to use. I mean, which that's nothing. Waking up early in the morning for work, that's nothing either. But the real tribulation is gonna catch or come when all hell breaks loose, man. And that's really where we're gonna be tried, man. When the Most High is gonna test us, which the Most High always tests. His people, man. And when we were in the wilderness, that was a test, man, to see if what we would do. The Most High likes men of integrity. Okay. But that was it on that. 2/3 are gonna die, and ultimately the Most High is gonna deliver us. It's gonna be a test to us, but judgment to these people. So with that, just a few precepts, and quick little follow up to the previous video that I had made. On the hate rising. So this place is done, man. Racism is at an all-time high. Brothers, make sure you're not comfortable in this place, man. And you always make sure to be on edge. And what I mean by edge is be ready to be in the mind of a soldier, man. Be in the mind of a soldier, and not too concerned on these affairs that you have in this life. Remember that there's a cause at hand. But anyways, with that, I'll say call Allah Ibla Yahweh Shmi Shai. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone, and shalom and salutation to all Akim out there pushing this word in sincerity and truth. Shalom.